Hi there, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Before I start here with your new moon reading, I want to say thank you so very much for all of your comments, all of your love, and all of your light. It's beyond touching. I wake up oftentimes with tears, so thank you so much for it all. So, this new moon is significant, right? In and of itself, the new moon represents a time for deep, deep introspection, right? Entering that space of absolute stillness and honesty with ourselves, right? With our soul self. It's that reflective space, right? It's almost like this, and I have this vision whenever, I think about the period of the new moon and what it means. It's kind of like walking through a dimly lit cave, right? And there's just a faint glow of light that enters it, right? And there's water, right, sitting about at the floor of this cave. And it's night, so you know that you must enter the cave for shelter. Right? Naturally, by way of the cycle of the day and the night, you must enter this more reclusive space. So you step into this cave, right? And yes, right, it's interesting because it's a space that houses us, right? That provides a sense of shelter in a way, right? But also one that is dark, that is compelling, that is provocative, right? That is maybe not easy to step into. And so it's this dichotomy that is so powerful during this time, right? Of entering that space in the back of our minds, in our subconscious, in our psyche, really, right? Of this cave, so to speak. And so when you enter this dark space, right? You look down beneath you and you see water, right? You see water, not clearly though, not clearly. You only see it by way of the faint glimmer of light that shines through the dwelling. And so you kneel down, and the only thing you see, right, in that moment and in that space is the reflection, right, of yourself, but in such a way that is almost like shadowed, right? Your shadow self. And so it's in this space and in this time that we are beckoned, right? Even drawn to, as difficult as it may be, to that space of honesty, of stillness, of reflection. So I wanted to open it with that. That was rather channeled. It just flowed to me, but it feels so real to what this period of time really is conducive for. Right? So the new moon, having understood that sort of perception of it, is a beautiful time to release, right? To sift through the energetic archives of our being, right? the energy that either we hold on to or that holds us in some shape or form by way of the past in some way, right? Or even the present, or even the future, right? Whatever fear we hold, whatever apprehension we have along our journey in time and space, which of course is an illusion, right? So it's about sifting through, right? Digging really deep, digging really deep. It's a very Plutonic energy, very Plutonic energy, very true, right? It's yes, entering the shadow space, but to obliterate it, but to confound it, right? Like the Tower card, right? In tandem with the Death card, right? The new moon is a time for removing any hindrances, any blockages that may stand in our path to ascension, to reaching our absolute potential, our highest light and vibration, which we all have, right? Just waiting to shine. So, it's not an easy time, right? Not in the least bit. It can be difficult coming to terms, right, with what we've experienced and the shifting of perception in such a way that allows us to view what we've experienced in a way that is removed, detached, right, from our soul journey. Viewing it as a human experience not meant to hinder us or our growth, but to propel us forward, right? To show us where our difficulties lie in whatever realm of life, right? Where our weaknesses are, so that we can become aware of them, right? It's really a gift. It's such a gift when we shift our perception, right? Of what we encounter, who we encounter, right? What they illuminate for us within ourselves. So that really is the new moon space, right, that we enter around this time. Introspection, release, but simultaneously, right, as sort of you release what does not serve you, right, and you recognize, right, it's like taking a flashlight into the deepest part of your psyche, and putting a name, almost putting a face to the name, right, of what energetic blockages may subsist, right? Even subconsciously, that we don't realize on, let's say, a daily, very conscious level, right? Basis, even. So, absolutely, absolutely take this time to, on the one hand, right? Take that flashlight out, enter the cave, right? Face the water and your reflection. What do you see, right? What do you see? What is holding you back in any way? Come to terms with that. Accept it. Make peace with it and release it. If you feel and you find that it does not align with the other side to this new moon period, which is the alignment, right, with what we do want to plant the seed towards as manifestation for this next cycle. So, and it's kind of like this. It's kind of like a detox, right? And I love, life is full of patterns, right? And it's just a matter of seeing it in this way, of seeing where the synchronicities lie, even within the law of nature itself. So it's kind of like this, right? When you detoxify your body, right, and you go through a physical detox. Let's say, right, you You want to reestablish the flora in your gut, right? Your microbiome. Well, what do you have to do? You have to clear out the bad bacteria, and you have to supplement with the good bacteria. It's not enough, right, to just kill off what does not help our body thrive and nourish. You have to simultaneously, right, supplement with what does. So it's a matter of releasing what does not align with us spiritually and otherwise, and even physically. The new moon is a beautiful time to engage in any kind of detox of any sort, right? The moon's energies are very conducive towards that. But always, right? This is not to substitute medical advice, right? Professional medical advice. So do consult your physician. Okay, I'm obligated to say that, right? But nonetheless, it's a beautiful time, right? The moon's energies are very, very conducive for release. Okay, absolutely, of many kinds. So releasing what does not serve us, and simultaneously allowing to enter in and replace it within our psyche, right, are the seeds of our intentions, are the seeds of what we want to see come to life, right? Come to life. So it's the de-weeding of our garden, so to speak, that very sacred space, making it one that is ultimately fertile, right? Fertile for the planting of our soul truth and our soul dreams and our soul aspirations as time moves forward. So I hope this new moon period is a time of self-empowerment, of truth for you all in some shape or form. I absolutely believe it will be. I know it is absolutely for myself. So thank you so much for tuning into this segment here, and I'm going to proceed with your readings. Hi there, Pisces. You guys are all doing well during this new moon. The moon is in Pisces, so it's super Pisces and it's super new moony, right? The new moon being a time of crossover, right? A time of intuition, very intuitive time, right? Connecting in that space of absolute faith in the process, right? Even if it is embarking upon it in complete darkness, right? We still have that very faint light of our intuition that guides us forward. So, being in the sign of Pisces, I feel that this new moon will be greatly conducive for entering that very meditative, intuitive space, faithful space too, though, right? As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it can be kind of difficult. Right? To enter a position of honesty that One second, Pisces. I'm feeling something having to do with a ticket. Like punching a ticket. Something about punching a ticket, something about a ticket. It's like you're ready to make a really big change. That's what I'm feeling for you. It can be a physical relocation. It can be, it's like I feel that you're ready to do it, you're ready to make it, you're going to move forward with it. That's what I'm feeling for you. I want to pull this card. Wow. Oh, you are absolutely, absolutely, Pisces, making a major decision here. And it's, it's so powerful. 2 aces. Ace of Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands upright. Look at these 2 cards together. It's amazing. That is amazing energy to be working with, especially during the new moon. You're getting very clear and very ready to act upon newfound clarity and decision that I'm feeling you're nearing that you've got like your hole puncher, right? You've got your hole puncher right wedged with your ticket. You're about to just punch and release. That's really what I'm feeling for you, and it's so exciting. It's so exciting. I got this feeling also with Sagittarius a bit, right? In the past month, yeah, really the last month. I mean, their March reading was mind-blowing, really. And it spoke to this sort of energy. So if you have a Sagittarius moon, rising, ascendant sign, or you have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart, I would check that video out. Okay, I always recommend anyways to check out your rising, ascendant, and your moon sign, right? As oftentimes they can provide further insights. If you don't know your signs, you can check the link below in the description box that I provide and enter in your birth details that way. If you want a really comprehensive snapshot of your chart and all of your signs and elements and all of that good stuff, insightful stuff, then I actually have a service on my website. It's called the Astrological Report and Interpretation. So you can go to alchemyandyou.com, click that, and you can check it out. Really speaks to digging beneath the surface, right? There's so much more to us than just our sun sign. And so that service really speaks to the discovery of that soul energetic truth, so to speak. All right? That goes very deep. So, nonetheless, if you have Sagittarius prominently placed in your chart, or if you know a Sagittarius archetype of a person, I would check that video out. There could be some crossover, okay? But you are about to punch that hole, and I feel that you know that it's kind of like this, like a ticket. It's like a ticket that is going to take you somewhere. It's a decision that's momentous, that's going to take you somewhere. And you're going to create by way of this decision that you make. And I'm feeling that you feel like once you make this decision and you punch this hole, I'm getting, I'm getting Polar Express vibe, right? I love that movie. It just perfectly depicts what I'm feeling here, right? Where, if you haven't seen it, it's about this kid who wakes up in the middle of the night to the sound of a loud train, right? That's approaching by his home. The whole thing is like, oh, is this an illusion? Is he dreaming this? Is this real life? But it's this magical sort of ride, right? And it stops, right, as he peeks out from his window, from his room. And he approaches it, and the conductor of the train has this golden ticket, right, that he's going to punch for him. But there's this sort of resounding silence, this moment of, are you getting on the train? Feeling that so strongly, Pisces. Are you getting on the train? Right? And there's this moment of like apprehension, right? The kid is like looking at the conductor, right? It's like this starry night sort of dream, right? Are you real? Like, where are we going? What is this? This Polar Express. It's such an enchanting movie. I love it. But anyway, so wow, lots floating out here. Okay. Wow. This is very involved, Pisces. This is very involved. I want to pull this card and I want to pull this card. Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. Pisces, you pull this card almost every time. The Eight of Cups. In reverse, though. Great. Love it, love it, love it, love it. In reverse. Yeah, no, this is great energy. You pulled the World in reverse and the Moon upright. Exciting stuff. All right. But as I was saying, right? So there's this period, right, of standstill, right? Where the conductor is like, all aboard. Are you getting on the train, little boy? Like something like that, right? And the kid is like kind of apprehensive, it's like looking up at the conductor, like everything is almost like a blur, a haze, right? A very dreamlike state. But it speaks to almost, right, like the opportunity, right, to pursue our wildest dreams. The world. To pursue our wildest dreams. That which speak to our fire, our flame, our passion, our drive, right? But it's that stand. It's that final decision. That moment where we punch that hole into our ticket. Right? And surrender to the uncertainty of this enchanting journey. Watch The Polar Express if you haven't. It's amazing. I love that movie. I'm a Pisces if you couldn't tell. So, I love those cartoon-like films and whatnot. But in particular, right, it speaks to the enchantment. It speaks to the enchantment of this ride, right? That I feel that you feel it. It's like this. You're standing in line. You're standing in line for a ride at Disneyland or something, right? Or wherever else, a festival, a carnival. You're standing in line consciously, right? I'm waiting in line so that I can get on this ride and experience the roller coaster and whatever else, right? And you could be waiting in line for like 3 hours, right? And then finally you get to the head of the line. And the gatekeeper, right, looks at you and is like, are you ready? Okay, like you can enter now. Step into the seating area for this roller coaster ride, and you're looking, right, for maybe a moment of, oh, this is kind of scary, like, this is the final moment I've been waiting for, but there's a hesitation, right, sometimes, perhaps, right, depends on you, of course, but I'm feeling that to give a sense for that momentousness, right, of the moment of, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to begin, right? To start this journey. And it's just the step forward that needs to be taken on it that will set everything in motion, right? That will set everything in motion. The world is waiting. See, it's so interesting because the Ace of Swords is right above the World, both in reverse. Both very similar too, right? In color tone
So the world, in reverse, beneath the Ace of Swords, is at the mercy of the upturning of this energy, right? The enaction, the enactment of decision, of clarity, of the spoken word, of the written word. Yes, I'm going to say it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to commit to it, right? So that I can act towards it. Finally. But there's a feeling of mystery. Absolutely a feeling of mystery, right? Along with this new path. Where will this world lead me? Right? But it's exciting, it's invigorating, it speaks to your truth, and you know that it's the right way to go. You know it. You know it in every fiber of your being, Pisces. You know that this is the path. You're being guided by your intuition and your inner flame and fire to pursue it. Rip off the Band-Aid. That's what I'm feeling. That's the feeling that I am getting here with you, all right? Very similar to the Sagittarius readings as of late. Yep. 2 of Swords in reverse. Father of Wands. Mother of Swords. I feel like the Mother of Swords has been coming out for you guys quite a bit. And if not, the Mother of Swords, very prominent and sort of starkly contrasted air energy, right? I feel that this is very not of your own energy. This is someone in your environment who is not seeing eye to eye. You guys are not on the same wavelength in terms of how you view this new journey, right, that you want to embark on. And she, or he, is remaining, right, fixed. This can be someone who maybe in some shape or form feels protective over you and your path or whatever it is that you're engaged in. Absolutely, right? Mother of Swords. But again, it can be male, female, however gender, okay? But simply one that is more I'm feeling familial, okay? Okay. Father of Wands, upright. Looking at, sort of, but not directly, at the Mother of Swords, right? Look at their interaction. It's kind of interesting. Father of Wands, even though he's a father, has somewhat of a more youthful energy, right, to him than the Mother of Swords. Right? It's definitely, absolutely more enterprising, right? Wielding this fire to a significant degree, right? But nonetheless, right, there's a youthfulness to it that we don't find with this Mother of Swords. This I'm getting is a very conventional sort of energy. Energy that is almost like archaic, like in perception, in thought, right? Where the Father of Wands is very dynamic and spontaneous, the Mother of Swords is very fixed, right? And more rigid, solitary in their beliefs. So, what sort of encases, so to speak, frames their relationship. Okay, now I'm going to get to who I feel like this really speaks to, but what frames this dynamic between these two characters is the Two of Swords in reverse. Someone, okay, I'm feeling that this is you. Pisces. There is a head-to-head, there is an odds, okay, that you're at with someone as it regards how you personally want to wield your creative potential, your fire energy. Okay. The Two of Swords upright speaks to feeling, right, that we want to make a decision, that we need to make a decision, knowing, in our gut, we got to do something about this. We've got to do something about this. There's the fire burning inside me, right? But how do I wield it? What is my strategy going to be? Right? And I feel that you have reached the point where you now know, right? Father of Wands now has his wand. He's ready to wield it. He's ready to move forward. He's confident, right? He has an absolute confidence with whatever this previously ambiguous sort of state of determination, right, was. There's clarity, right? With these two swords, there's now clarity for the Father of Wands. But then we're moving back to a swords energy here with the Mother of Swords. This can be a father absolutely as well, right? Where the Mother of Swords is like, I get that you've made your decision, but I have a different way of moving, right, through swords energy, air energy, right? My perception of what this decision and this answer, right, that you derived, that you came to, is different, right, than that which you made personally. So there's someone in your midst who does not is like almost like apathetic. I'm feeling apathetic. Like look at these three cards together. She's like looking straight on, straight ahead, right? And in a way, it's like the Father of Wands is like, look, I've made my decision. I know what I want to do, right? This is how I want to wield my fire energy. And you're stepping into that element, and you're feeling super confident with it. But someone is not having it in a way. Someone is not. And again, this can simply be your own propensity of combating, right? Your enthusiasm, right? The more intellectual, fixed, conventional approach, perhaps. That's not really Pisces, but hey, it depends absolutely on the other plane that's in your chart, okay? But look at the Father of Wands and the Two of Swords. It's sort of like, the Father of Wands is presenting himself as, hey, this is me, this is my decision, this is what I'm going to do. I'm taking these two swords. This was my decision, right? This was my decision. Look, it's like kind of behind him, right? This was my decision to make. I made my decision. This is what I believe about it. This is what I want to do. I personally want to do, right? But then when we're coming back with strong air energy, right? And both of these cards are sandwiching the Father of Swords, Father of Wands. It's sort of like she has a different perception of what this decision should have been, right? Because she has her view, swords, on what, right? How decisions should be made, maybe even how this perception of this new beginning should be. So, nonetheless, right? There's an energetic blockage of some sort here that I'm feeling for you. Okay, internal or external. Interesting. Aquarius got a very similar sort of energy appearing in their spread as we're seeing it here with these four cards for you. So there could be some crossover between you and Aquarius, or if you have Aquarius rising sign, ascendant, or moon, right? There could absolutely be crossover. There's an element. You have 2 3s. First and foremost, 2 3s. Speaking to an old situation that maybe technically made you feel stable. It was sort of like the status quo, right? Financially, maybe you felt stable, secure, but didn't speak to your personal truth. Did not allow you to grow as an individual, right? The 3 birds and their 3 cups on this card are all overshadowed, right? The focus on this card, what brings them together, is the background, right? the collective experience of looking off into the sunset. It's very circumstantial, as is the Three of Pentacles, right? It's all about the circumstance of this whatever this either home or network or environment is, business even perhaps, right? It's like this could be the coworkers that are associated with this environment, or a family life, or again, whatever it may be, right, for you personally. But there's a sobering up, right, to the reality that that environment and situation did not emotionally satisfy us and allow our personal independent truth and potential to shine through. So you're realizing, hey, even if that technically made me feel stable, it doesn't make me feel alive. And you're ready for emotional renewal, right? Emotional renewal. There's a deep emotional dissatisfaction, right? A deep emotional dissatisfaction that, yes, partly perhaps was, contributed to by this environment that does not speak to your truth and ultimate fulfillment, but it's also environment plus experiences that we have encountered, right, along the way. That accumulate, right? 5 cups, 3 plus 2. Perhaps it was a relationship, right? Or partnership, or whatever it may have been, that didn't pan out the way you expected, right? All of this emotional dissatisfaction accumulating to a point where you felt like, hey, I need a new beginning. You have 3 aces. Oh my God, I just realized that. You have 3 aces. You have every ace except for the Ace of Pentacles. You are ripe for a brand new beginning that's going to revitalize your entire being, Pisces, your entire being. On every level. Mind, soul, body. Everything. All right? And the 5 of Cups is looking up at the theme card, which is the 5 of Pentacles. Very interesting interaction. Look at these 2 cards together. It's like, okay, you've experienced emotional dissatisfaction, right? With people, with places, with situations, things, whatever it may be, okay? And you've been in the down and out, right? Emotionally. Unfulfilled. But the horse is looking up at this 5 of Pentacles like, this is your environment that is not gratifying to you. Okay, and that's what's keeping you stagnant in the situation. Your environment needs to change. Your environment, 5 of Pentacles, dissatisfaction, but also emotional dissatisfaction as it regards our career, our finances, our environment, anything, right, that we thought brought us stability. And it's a 5 and it's a 5. It's a 5 and it's a 5. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, right? So, emotional dissatisfaction I'm feeling for you, even if you experienced a relationship that didn't work, or you experienced, right, this sort of home life or work life that was not fulfilling for you deeply, right, on a very deep level. It's all sort of at the mercy, right? The change of all of that is at the mercy of the change of your environment and your career. That's what I'm feeling, okay? And beneath this, yes. See, this is the root of it. That's what I'm feeling. This is the root of it, Pisces. Okay. The emotional dissatisfaction that you may be feeling, that may have been accumulating, right, is like, okay, in part because of the 3 of Cups. Yeah, your environment, right? Okay, like 2 more cups, like a situation that we encountered that was heartbreaking or not emotionally satisfying. But ultimately, it's not the compartmentalized experiences or circumstances that are what cause this dissatisfaction, this deep sort of feeling, right, that we're not stepping out on our soul truth of a path and journey forward. The root of it, right, is our environment. Is how we even view stability, insecurity, and how we view it as not purely material or materialistic, but one that that pays mind to our emotional self as well, right? Emotional security. That's really what this card speaks to when I see it. I feel that yes, it's a Pentacles card, it's an Earth card, but it goes deeper than that, right? It's realizing, hey, I have 5 Pentacles, but there's lack, right? And there's an absolute emotionalism to this card, to the depiction of this flower, right? Where we may have growth, there is something that's dying, that's crippling inside, right? That has been housing deep emotional dissatisfaction. This is 8 of Cups. This is very deep past energy. Okay, this is like accumulated from over time. Okay, where we have the 3 and the 5. This is sort of like petty almost, right? Recent, lighter. Like, oh, that was not cool. Like, whatever that person did, that was not cool. Oh, I'm annoyed. This environment I'm in is like so dissatisfying. This 8 of Cups is like, we have been trapped. We have been trapped in even a frame of mind, right? Perception of what we define as stable and grounding, emotionally and otherwise. And within that, right, is tied closely behind our experiences, right, of emotional dissatisfaction that we did not really speak out about, perhaps, right, that we're left to build. But I'm feeling that you're setting it behind you, absolutely, and you're thinking about how do I, right, exactly, right, move forward in a new direction. And I'm feeling that, again, you're past that too. You have the Ace of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is in reverse. So the rumination period of how to move forward is more or less over. You're ready to take action. But it's just that flip in perception, that decision. The final blow, the final point, the punching of your ticket. And I believe, Pisces, that's, wow. Let me tune in here. Beneath this 5 of Wands in reverse, you have the Mother of Pentacles over the 4 of Cups. Okay. And you have 3 5s in your reading. You have the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, which is your theme, the top theme card, and the 5 of Wands. So it all boils down to this environment. Again, this environment and your perception. I'm feeling strongly that it's your perception of what makes you feel grounded and stable, not only physically and tangibly, but also emotionally. All right? Let me tune in 1 second. It's getting hot. Let's see. this energy is falling out for you. Absolutely. You're letting, it's like you're opening the windows to this attic, right? You're letting the air just come through and clear that space out completely. You're moving with it, and that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, Pisces. I'm feeling that this is very deep past energy, okay? And the more you release what does not serve you, right, from your past, all this past energy, and the greater clarity and honesty that you come to as it regards your true sense of stability, right? You'll be able to enter that space that is stable and emotionally fulfilling for you. I'm feeling that this is almost you and your own energy, right? I'm feeling that it's like, look at the Mother of Pentacles. Yes, right, she's the Mother of Pentacles, Earth, stable. But she's still a mother, right? Yes, she's more focused on what's responsible, right? Or grounded or stable. But she still has, like, there's a softness to her. Right? There's an attunement to a more nurturing space. So I'm feeling that this is you with yourself, Pisces. Like, being your own sort of mother in a way. I'm feeling that really strongly. Like, if this is like your inner self, right? Understanding that your stability and wisdom and guidance comes from within. It's not externalized, right? We are all our own mother in a way. And so this, I feel, really really speaks to that space of feeling stable, but within ourselves. Okay, feeling stable, the stability of self, right? But this could be different for all of you. But I'm feeling that absolutely that could be so for some of you. There's something about a reconfiguration of how you see yourself, right? Do you externalize your sense of stability and groundedness? Or is it internalized? Right? Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pisces. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. It's beautiful energy that you are wielding, that you're stepping up to the plate to. You are absolutely right. You have your ticket in hand, and you're about to punch that hole. Right? It's just that click, the matter of perception, the shift, the decision point of yes, I'm going to get on the roller coaster. Right? Even if it is kind of scary or thrilling or unknown, right? I know that I waited in line for a reason, right? I didn't just wait in line for no reason. I didn't get pushed into this line, right? I waited so long to reach the head of the line so that I could get on this ride because I was driven to do that. I wanted to do that, right? By way of my intuition and my soul. I'm being driven down this path. And I'm feeling that nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you, especially with the way that the Father of Wands was positioned, right? With the Two of Swords behind him, it's like you're so confident. You have so much vision with how you want to wield this fire energy. And it's just that moment that you begin to do it. All right? It's a very momentous feeling, Pisces. I'm so excited for you. Make beautiful use of the new moon period. Meditate, right? Internalize it. Get really clear. Draw that clarity deep from within you on how you are to move forward and when. All right? I will be back with your mid-March reading next week. Time is flying, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Also, I would highly recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as oftentimes those can provide further insights for you. I know that I resonate a lot with my moon sign, all right? So it could provide you with some further details. Doesn't hurt to check it out. If you don't know your signs, though, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide. And yeah, just make sure, though, when you enter in your birth details, that the time is correct, even down to the very minute, as that can change your signs around a bit. It may not change your moon, so play around with it, but yeah, it should be insightful. All right. Thanks again, Pisces. Enjoy the rest of February, and I'll see you in March. Bye.